gonna make a quick video on that Andersen Ultimate fifth wheel hitch. I know there's a whole bunch of them out there, but somebody's asking me why I have a full-size truck with a full-size bed, and why I have the fifth wheel side of it backwards. It's not really backwards, but the reason that I have the ball connection on the fifth wheel side instead of on the cab side is because I have the regular Lippert, I believe it's a 1621 hitch, which is kind of an extended hitch, or extended pin, if you will. And so this part up here will hit the bed rails of my 2015 long wheelbase Cummins. I don't want that happening, and I want to be able to have maneuverability. So that's the reason I have it turned backwards, if you will. I just have it connected for the heaviest magnets. Works just fine. I've never lost it. Gone from rain, Ohio. I've moved the truck and all that other good stuff. So the Andersen Ultimate fifth wheel hitch is a great hitch. I don't have any complaints about it. I put it over my turnover ball. The first thing I always make sure is that number one, the turnover ball is latched in place. Because if it's not, that's going to end for a bad story. But it's in, pin's locked. I can't leave it connected all the time because I have to haul this. And that triple axle trailer has a gooseneck ball. So in order to connect it, we've got to take this out. It's not that big of a pain, it's really not. But when it comes time to haul that behemoth, we have to put it back in. It's not a big deal. Got it open and airing out and cooling off for our Galveston trip. So I'm gonna make this quick video on how quick and simple the Andersen Ultimate fifth wheel hitch installs. It's really quite simple. For me, all I'll do is pick it up. They say it weighs 30-something pounds. I guess that's about right. Put it over the ball, square it up. It's kind of cheap because I already have lines on my truck on where it used to be. I just line those up. You can take precise measurements and all that good stuff if you want, I guess. Just square it up pretty good. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory as to how it goes in. After you get it put in, once you have it set in your truck, it's square, exactly where it needs to be. Same distance from one side as it is to the other, front to back, nice and square. Make sure that your arrows are pointed to the tailgate like it says to point to the tailgate. After you get it put on there, you take this cotter pin and this pin, you install it back here in the back. That basically goes underneath the ball. Lock it in place. There it is. It couldn't come out right now if it wanted to, but it'd be super loose. Next, you take a 15/16 and you torque this down. Now, on mine, it specifically says torque top bolt 60 to 70 foot-pounds. So I have mine set at 65 foot-pounds. That's halfway between it. I'll tighten it down. Once you tighten that down, for me it's 65. You torque those back two bolts at 40 pounds per the instructions. So that's how you install it. It's pretty simple. It's quick and easy. Now they also say that after you've set your fifth wheel down, to loosen those two and double check your torque on the top one just to make sure that it's still set at 65. A couple little things that I've done different. I didn't like the fact that this ball had just a tiny bit of play in it. So I wrapped the inside of the ball with Teflon tape so it was nice and tight. And then that ball is expensive, so I installed a lock on it. Just your regular old lock. Also have a chain that goes around it, goes through the chain holders, the eye holders down there, so that it doesn't walk off. If somebody wants it, somebody's going to take it, but I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult. It's got holes that you could put bolts into on all four corners, but because I have to take it out to haul that, it's a lot easier for me just to lock it in place. That's it, folks. There ain't nothing else to it. Once it's completely tightened down, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving if you wanted it to. At least for me, it's not. Basically, what that top screw does is it sucks up this higher, and it uses this pin back here to go underneath that ball and make a solid connection. You tighten it down to that tight 65 foot-pounds of torque, it's really not going anywhere. I've gone from Ohio, where I picked the trailer up at, to Texas, to Mississippi, Louisiana, gone through Kentucky and Tennessee. And if any of y'all travel those roads, y'all know that they're just not great roads. It bounced all over the road, and this thing didn't budge. It didn't move 1 inch. It didn't move a centimeter. I checked it 3 or 4 different times because I was worried, just first time of using it. I think we've put 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it now, and it's not going anywhere. It says it's got a 24,000 pound gross max and a 4,500 pound tongue weight max. I think my tongue weight's 2,300 pounds roughly, and it doesn't affect it at all. At 14,000 pounds, it doesn't do anything to it. It doesn't move. Like I said, the only modification that I've made besides the lock, which I really wish Andersen would come out with a good locking system, but it is what it is I put Teflon tape down on this. For my Ram 3500, it's a 2015 four-wheel drive dually, I have it set on the middle ball, and that gives me a level trailer. I've got airbags in the truck, so I can raise it or lower it if I needed to, but that makes it perfectly level with 40 pounds of air in the bags. That makes the truck sit just slightly above level, but makes the trailer level. It's the most comfortable ride that we can find. Again, Andersen Ultimate 5th wheel hitch. It's an aluminum version, and it works great. I'd recommend it tenfold. And what I was saying on the other part of the video about it hitting my bed rails is it would hit both sides in a tight turn. Now I can't turn it perfectly 90 because of the fuel tank. It'll hit that up there first, but I can get pretty close to 90 degrees and have no worries. Y'all take care.